Africa's emerging nuclear energy sector can help to build sustainable economic development. A growing number of countries in Africa are envisioning nuclear energy as an important part of their future. In this context, the Nuclear Energy Agency is engaging with African nations to help create opportunities for sustainable economic development through nuclear energy policy. A NIE delegation last week traveled to Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, to take part in the 37th African Union Summit. The summit brought together high-level government officials, non-government organizations, and private sector individuals to take part in discussions centered around enhancing education and skills for Africa in the 21st century. As part of the summit, the NEA jointly organized a roundtable event with the OECD Development Center and the African Commission on Nuclear Energy, AFCON, to explore capacity building in nuclear energy-related skills, businesses, and policies. The event was part of a proposed Common Journey initiative led by the NEA and the OECD Development Center. The initiative is designed to support African countries to develop safe and sustainable nuclear energy programs, with a focus on building cooperative frameworks among ministries, universities, and private industry to enhance skills and opportunities. NIE Director General William D. Magwood, IV, Wright, and OECD Development Center Director Raghaidur Eileen Arnadotter at the jointly organized event, Advancing Africa's Sustainable Economic Development, Building Capacity in Nuclear Energy-Related Skills, Businesses, and Policies. NIE Director General William D. Magwood, IV, OECD Development Center Director Raghaidur Eileen Arnadotter, and AFCON Executive Secretary Mr. Enobot Agboro delivered opening remarks to the group, which was made up of ministers, commissioners, academia, and research institutes. African Union Commissioner for Infrastructure and Energy, Amani Abu Zeid, delivered a keynote address which highlighted the African Union's strategic vision for harnessing nuclear energy as a catalyst for inclusive growth, underlining the importance of fostering regional cooperation and mobilizing resources to support capacity-building initiatives. NEA Director General William D. Magwood, IV, was pleased to meet with AU Commissioner Amani Abu Zeid on the margins of the 37th African Union Summit in Ethiopia. Head of the NEA Division of Radioactive Waste Management and Decommissioning, Rebecca Tadesse, left, and Professor Omano Edigeji, Associate Professor of Practice at the Institute for Pan-African Thought and Conversation, University of Johannesburg, participating in the joint event on advancing Africa's sustainable economic development. Keynote addresses were also delivered by Commissioner for Economic Development, Trade, Tourism, Industry, and Minerals of the African Union Commission, Albert M. Muchanga, and Minister of State for Energy of Uganda, Sidronius Okasai Opolot. A number of distinguished professors from Africa and North America participated in extensive discussions to identify areas of collaboration to advance nuclear energy education. In addition to exploring the economic benefits that a sustainable nuclear sector could offer, discussions looked at nuclear energy's potential to diversify Africa's energy mix, enhance energy security, and mitigate carbon emissions in alignment with global climate objectives. Director General Magwood, meeting with Commissioner Albert M. Muchanga, Commissioner for Economic Development, Trade, Tourism, Industry and Minerals of the African Union Commission. On the margins of the event, the NEA delegation, including Director General Magwood, Head of the NEA Division of Nuclear Science and Education, Tatiana Ivanova, and Head of the NEA Division of Radioactive Waste Management and Decommissioning, Rebecca Tadesse, visited Addis Ababa Science and Technology University, where they toured the university facilities and met with faculty members and students. The delegation also met with various ministers and commissioners to discuss the agency's commitment to providing technical assistance, sharing best practices, and facilitating knowledge transfer to empower African nations in their steps towards developing a nuclear energy sector. The NEA delegation visited Addis Ababa Science and Technology University, where they toured the university facilities and met with faculty members and students. Source: Nuclear Energy Agency.